This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so much fun being here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, I'm going to go over a new strumming pattern for 3/4 time that involves a bass note pluck on beat 1 and then 2 down strums. This is similar to what we've been doing in 4/4 time with strumming and bass note plucks inserted right in with that strumming. So it's going to be great. Only here we are doing it for 3/4 time. Of course, after I've gone over the strumming pattern, we've worked on it a little bit together. We'll jam on a couple songs using this strumming pattern to play the chords. And when I say jam, I mean you, me, and the band, as I have recorded the band track for us to play along with. Just makes it be that much more real. Feel like it's in a real context. So it's great. This video accompanies lesson 14 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we're going to start off on page 88. This is strumming pattern letter O there on page 88. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So we've got a bass note pluck and then 2 down strums. We've done a lot with bass note plucks with the finger picking and now also with some of the strumming. But as a reminder, we are going to use the lowest note of the chord for that bass note pluck. So for any type of E chord, that's that low 6th string. That's E, E minor, E7. For any type of A chord, that's the 5th string, A minor, A7, A major, doesn't matter. For D, D7, D minor, any of those, we use that open 4th string. So our bass notes on the guitar, our bass strings are on the 4th, 5th, and 6th strings. Open those strings ring D, A, and then E as we go from the 4th string down to the 6th string. Those open strings are only used there. Then for the rest of the chords that we play, it's the lowest string that we have a finger on. So for G, for example, that's the low 6th string. For C, it's that 5th string. For B7, it's the 5th string. If we're playing F, it depends on which F we're playing. If we play the F that's on the top 4 strings, then it's the 4th string. But if we play one that uses all 6, then we use that low 6th string. So that's how that pattern works, which is pretty simple. So we're going to do that bass note pluck and then 2 down strums. So on a G chord, we'd have bass, down, down, bass, down, down. Gives you the feel of a waltz as you're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you get comfortable with that and work it at different tempos. The first chords that we're going to play, the first chord progression has G, C, and D7, so you can work the C chord as well. Just get used to plucking that 5th string for the bass, doing the bass down, down. And you can do it at whatever tempo. I might be going a little faster than you're ready for, so then you just slow it down. The other chord that we'll be doing right away is D7, which uses the open 4th string, so that gives us a chance to practice plucking out that 4th string. Take these 3 chords and put it in a little chord progression to practice moving from one to the next. We could go G, C, D7, and then back to G. We'd have 3, 2, 1, G, C, D7, G, G, C, D7, G. Could do it faster. 3, 2, 1. Now it can take a little while to get used to finding that bass note, so don't get too frustrated if you kind of grab the wrong string. It's also okay if you're getting frustrated trying to find just the one string to just do an emphasis on the lower strings. So instead of strumming them all, you can just kind of grab the lower ones. That's a way to start too, if finding that bass note is just a little bit more than you're up for at the moment. And then you can just sort of work on that technique until you're ready to just grab and refine where you can grab with your right hand and grab that the actual bass note. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jam together on a couple chord progressions using this strumming pattern, and it's going to be great. We'll start out there on page 88 with number 6. That's chord progression there, number 6. We'll jam on that one first. Then we will go over to page 56 and do number 11, Acres of Clams. So we'll play that song there. Each one of these is going to happen at 2 different tempos. First a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. Of course, as I often mention, you can just mute the strings and work on the strumming pattern. If you do that, then you could practice coming off of each one of those bass strings. So the 4th string, the 5th string, and the 6th string. You can just practice grabbing those for your bass note and doing the strumming. If you need to work on the chords by themselves, you can just finger those in the left hand, then put the 2 together. So that's a way to take advantage of jamming with the band, with working on the technique that you're struggling with, if you're struggling on one. But let's go ahead, we'll do these. Each one, as I say, happens at 2 different tempos. First a slower and then a faster. So it's going to be great. Let's do it. Alright, super fun. I hope you are having fun with this. In the next video, we're going to take a look at strumming pattern letter P, which incorporates some up strums with our down strums. So bass, down, up, down, up. So it's going to be great. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.